Hello and welcome back to Eurovision 365. It's time for another interview, and I'm delighted to say that I'm being joined by a group that has been internally selected and may become their country's first ever winner at Eurovision Song Contest. That's right, I am joined by Joker Ernst.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Welcome to Eurovision 365. Thanks so much for joining me. Who is who in the band, please? So I've got your names, but who is who?
Okay, I'm Chris, I'm the guitarist.
I'm Natse and I play the bass.
My name's Boyan and I'm the singer.
And I'm Jan and I'm the guitarist.
Okay, thank you so much, as I say, for joining me. So, for the first time in the longest time, Slovenia have internally selected their performer for the Eurovision. So, can you tell me how you feel? Or how did you feel when you're approached by the Slovenian national broadcaster? How did it roll?
We wanted to apply to participate in the EMA contest. So
we just got the opportunity to skip over EMA and go directly to Liverpool. We said it was an offer we couldn't refuse. So
They approached you rather than you like sending your song in for the national final. That's a pretty big deal, as you say, because has that ever happened, like in recent years, where there hasn't been a national final? I'm trying to work out the last time that's ever happened.
happened in 2012 or 13, I think, with Hannah Mancini.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. That's the only other instance.
Yeah.
This is the only.
Yeah.
The only other. And so they decided to go with the internal selection this year to try a tested artist in parentheses, I guess. And so we're really honored that they chose us.
So you're all Eurovision lovers, and you've been fans pretty much since 2004. What do you love most about it?
My favorite thing about it is the big playlist of songs that I've been listening to since I'm a kid. And it's a big part of my identity. So
I like the social thing about it because Eurovision is like, I don't know, Christmas, but for your friends, because you reserve every, like, I don't know, it'll be the 13th of May this year, together with your friends and watch the Eurovision. That's what it means for me.
Yeah.
Music is like only a part of Eurovision. It's not like Euro music. It's really Eurovision.
Yeah.
Euro audio.
Yeah.
I think for me it's like the tradition, something we do with my parents, watch the Eurovision together. Just
Eurovision is literally a feeling, not just
Carpe Diem is all about seizing the day. How will you seize Eurovision?
by bringing a 3-minute concert and like enjoy the hell out of that stage. And just show it to the people, and we know that the people will be like, yeah, baby.
Yeah, so do you feel pressure or not?
To a certain extent, of course, we feel pressure. I mean, it is the biggest thing that we have ever done, and there's a big possibility that it is the biggest thing we will ever do. So there is that positive pressure, but I guess that we're not being threatened by it.
No, it's really more excitement.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a challenge,
Yeah. It's an important building block for our career and our existence.
It's exactly what we need right now, what we feel like doing.
Yeah. It says you're all about live music and performing live, and you're obviously very talented musicians in your own right. Now, as you know, like when it comes to Eurovision, it's backing tracks. So how will you overcome that obstacle, but at the same time still enjoy your music and playing it?
Well, me personally, I'll be glad that I don't have to think about playing guitar while running around the stage. I have to be exactly and singing the backing vocals perfectly and all that,
Yeah.
But we do lose a certain kind of charm that you get with live music.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the Eurovision stage is the right place for that.
I mean, yeah, that is a specific thing about Eurovision, when you have a live concert, every mistake that you make is actually the charm of the concert, because that's what makes music so great. And here it is really just focused on doing the show as perfectly as possible.
Yeah.
So it is definitely a little bit strange, but I think that we kind of have gotten the grip of it, and we're doing quite fine.
It's really cool, obviously, that you're singing in Slovenian and you're going to keep to your own national language, which for me, as a fan, as an old old Eurovision fan, I enjoy that whenever countries do that. Now, LPS did a similar thing last year, and sang completely in Slovenian. What's your thoughts on performing in your language? I mean, obviously, I like it, but what's your thoughts on it?
Well, we actually never thought about the second option, Slovenian go-to for us, because we feel like we are most honest in the representation and in the lyricism in Slovenian language. Of course, we're going to Eurovision as representatives of Slovenia and our fans, which we have majority of in Slovenia. So we kind of felt like we owe it to them and ourselves to do this like we feel most comfortable with. And like Eurovision is also one of the things we love the most is the diversity. And it really brings a lot of colors to hear all these different rings to languages.
And you don't have to sing in English to win, because obviously we've had Måneskin, we've had Salvador, obviously, for Portugal as well, and there's other more recent examples as well. It doesn't have to be in English, and again, I think, as you say, it's you being true to yourselves, I think, is what you're saying. So the first question would be your favorite ever Slovenian entry at the contest, and then your favorite song in general from the Eurovision. So
Slovenian,
Let's go for the
Slovenian.
3, 2, 1. Samo ljubezen.
Oh, okay, good. And what about generally speaking?
We all agree on what our favorite Slovenian entry is. So the one in 2002 in Tallinn.
Yeah.
That's a great song. We even got the chance to perform it with their singer Tomasz.
Did you?
Yeah. In the show in which we released the song as well.
Well, okay.
Yeah, it was
Is that still a big hit? Is that still a big hit in Slovenia?
That
Is it?
Yeah,
hardcore evergreen. Yeah.
It's the biggest hit of all Slovenian Eurovision entries.
Seriously, I did not know that. Well, okay.
By far, yeah.
Nobody even considers it like a Eurovision entry. It's just a song which has been forever here.
Yeah. It precedes.
Yeah.
I mean, my favorite one is Spudi Zay from 1997. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love that so much. Yeah. And then, generally speaking, just about the Eurovision, then, what do you have a particular favorite, just individually?
Yeah, we've done this a lot. So
yes, my favorite, Waterloo by Eva.
Okay.
I'll go for Molitva by Marija Šerifović.
Okay.
I have two.
Okay.
With Mahmoud Soldi.
Okay. Oh, Soldi was brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have Fairy Tale and Sentimentai by Monica Liu.
Oh yes, from last year. Yeah, very good. I'm going to ask you, obviously you're going to Liverpool. You're going to just across the water from here, from me. Have you ever been before?
Well, no, not to Liverpool. We've been to England.
Yeah, a few times.
Yes.
I've been to London, Swanage, Cambridge, Oxford.
I also went to Oxford and London. I also visited Stonehenge.
Okay. Nice one. Okay.
No, none of us have ever gone that far north, I think.
No, I was in London.
Yeah, he was in London.
Yeah, me too.
London, yeah.
We're really excited, apart from, of course, Eurovision, to get a couple of gigs also in the local clubs there, maybe. To get a chance to perform live as well in Liverpool. That would be really
Sure.
fun.
I can actually tell from your whole vibe that you are kind of party animals. So are you going to go to any of the pre-parties, the Eurovision pre-parties? And if so, which ones can we expect to see you at?
Going to Madrid.
All of them.
All of them. Yes.
The ones that we've been invited to as of now are Barcelona, Warsaw, Madrid, and Amsterdam. we know London is going to be held, but
Mhm.
we haven't been invited, so we might have to crash the party. Uh,
Just go anyway.
Yeah.
that's about it. Maybe Tel Aviv will have it. So,
Yeah, they
yeah.
told us that Tel Aviv parties have been happening for some time. So
When it comes to Eurovision, okay, itself, what are your hopes for people when it comes to your performance? What do you hope people will remember about Joker Out?
we hope that they feel joy while listening to us and watching us, and
Mhm.
just to when they look back in time in 10 or 15 years, we want those little kids that were as we were 5 years old to think back and say, you know what, I started playing guitar because of those guys.
Yeah, yeah.
If we can get one person to come to our concert due to our performance in Liverpool, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts about your performance is not because it's ending, by the way, but the part at the end where you choreograph, where you all do that bow together. Where did that come from? Is that a thing that you normally do, or is that just something that kind of happens spontaneously?
And the concert.
Yeah, you have to bow down.
Like this is something we do on every concert, and we are a concert band, and we felt very appropriate. And actually, this is the thing, we don't remember any act ever on Eurovision, at least as a band, bowing together.
You've been a lot of fun. I thought you would be, and I genuinely wish you the very best of luck for the Eurovision semi-final. And yeah, it's time, isn't it? It's time for Slovenia to be up there, and it would. I know it would be an amazing thing for the country to win the contest. Have you any message for us fans out there who can, and anyone else, of course, who is eligible and will be eligible to vote for you in May?
Well, anyone who feels like they like what they see and feels like throwing a vote, thank you so much for that. If you feel like going back and listening to our catalog, that's awesome. If you are a booker and you want to book us a gig,
We'll be in the UK, man.
yeah. So no, just everybody, seize the day every day, like it's the last one. So thank you all.
Great positive message. I just want to thank you for joining me and joining here Eurovision 365. And as I say, wish you the very best of luck. And yeah, thanks for chatting. And maybe see you about in Amsterdam and Liverpool.
Definitely. We gotta grab a drink.
We definitely will.
Thank you.